So first, I literally have to thank all the people that have given me advice and guidance and shared their wisdom with me. I was gonna do shout outs and name them off name by name, but after I started writing a few names down, I realized it could be in the hundreds. So you know who you are. Thank you so much for giving me all the advice you've given me over the years. I greatly appreciate it. And actually, you're part of the reason why I'm doing this now. I mean, when you gave me that advice, I didn't pay you money, or you weren't getting paid to help me out or give me advice or work with me or question some of the things that I'm doing. You just did it freely. And so in a sense, I'm paying it forward and just trying to give other people advice, because in the end, I do want to see other people succeed. I mean, I get paid to be a teacher and help kids, but in the end, I want to see them succeed and make it in life. And that's more important than learning math, which is great too, but it's another story for itself. And on top of that, guys, I share a lot of similar ideas that are parallel, but the same idea, but in a different way. And maybe some of you are able to recognize a lot of these ideas are very similar. I got to tell you a story. When I was in college, I was a shot put and discus thrower, and Tom Pagani was my coach. And he noticed that, I needed to stay more torqued, or my legs need to be in front, or I need to stay more twisted. And he kept saying, I swear to you, he must have said it 10 different ways. Chest back, legs in front, more faster with the legs, stay twisted, stay torqued, chest back. You name it, he said it. And all 10 ways, none of them made sense. I knew what he was saying. I was trying to do it, but I couldn't make it happen while I was spinning. And then one day he just said, well, drill your right toe into the ground when you're spinning around. I'm like, all right, let me try that. And sure enough, my hips were nice and tight and fast. I stayed torqued. Everything worked beautiful. One of the best throws I've ever had. And then everything just started clicking and making sense. And it's like the first 10 times he said it, I knew what he was saying. I knew what he was trying to get at. I was trying to do it, but it just wasn't working for me. It wasn't until we got to the 11th way that it finally made sense. And that's what I'm getting at for you guys is I might say the same thing 10 different ways. And maybe the first 9 don't make sense to you. And maybe the 10th way, you're like, I get what he's saying now. It's all based on your situation, what you're going through, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling. And depending on the day and time, it just might click for you. But I also accept the fact that you might not get what I'm saying. It might not make sense to you. It might not affect you in a way that might make you want to change certain things. And that's cool with me, because I might just be planting the seed. I may have said it for the 5th time you've heard this concept or idea. Maybe your uncle tells you something the 8th way, or your aunt tells you something the 9th way, or your best friend tells you something the 10th way, and then boom, click, it suddenly starts making sense. So I'm good with planting seeds, knowing that some of them aren't going to do anything for you, and some of them will. Because in the end, I'm just trying to help. And if it works for you, great. And if it doesn't, hopefully it sets you up for somebody else to give you better guidance and better advice. I mean, the fact is, guys, life is tough. Let's just be honest. It is tough. If you're failing, life is tough. If you're succeeding, life is tough. It's going to be tough regardless. You might as well be successful. Put in the work and get in there. But you can't take the same approach all the time. You have to be willing to evaluate the way you think. You have to be willing to reflect. Why do I think this way? Why do I assume this to be true? That's the problem. A lot of you are set in your ways. I'm set in my ways in certain things. And I got to get better at that. I have to be willing to learn. I have to be willing to challenge myself. I have to be willing to listen to people smarter than me. And as you're constantly hearing new ideas and new strategies and evaluating and reflecting, then you can make the best decisions possible to make all those changes that you're trying to make. I kid you not when I say all of us have the ability to change our circumstances and to make everything better. The fact is, you just got to grind it out. It's going to take hours, months, weeks. It might even take years of constantly working at achieving your goal. But you got to be willing to put in the work. It's not going to happen in 5 seconds. Heck, a lot of you still get mad when your video takes 2 seconds to upload. Sorry guys, this is a long-term thing. And I really want to help you, and so I'll just continue to keep giving you advice, because you know what? You can do it. You can accomplish anything you want as long as you're willing to sacrifice and put in the work. I believe in you. Let's get it.